Here are the top 12 poorest provinces in the Philippines, based on poverty incidence among Filipino families. This information comes straight from the latest 2023 survey by the Philippine Statistics Authority. Coming in at number 12 is Sorsogon, with a poverty incidence of 29.6%. This province is home to around 850,000 people. Aside of relying heavily on agricultural economy, Sorsogon is located in the Bicol region, which is frequently hit by typhoons, volcanic eruptions, and other natural disasters. These events can destroy crops, homes, and infrastructure, leading to economic losses and pushing families further into poverty. At number 11, we have Sarangani. This province has a poverty incidence of 30.3% and a population of about 580,000. Economy of Sarangani is largely based on agriculture, with many residents relying on farming, fishing, and related activities for their livelihood. However, agricultural productivity is often low due to factors such as outdated farming techniques, lack of access to modern technology, and vulnerability to natural disasters like typhoons and droughts. This dependency on a struggling agricultural sectors leads to economic losses and deepening poverty in the province. Number 10 on our list is Lanao del Norte, with a poverty incidence of 30.5%. With a population of 742,000, Lanao del Norte has been affected by long-standing conflicts between government forces and various insurgent groups, including the Moro Islamic Liberation Front or MILF and other local armed groups. The instability and violence have disrupted economic activities, displaced communities, and deterred investment, all of which contribute to poverty. Next up, at number 9, we have the Nagat Islands. This province has a poverty incidence of 30.7% and a smaller population of 138,000. The Nagat Islands are located in a region prone to natural disasters such as typhoons, floods, and landslides. These events can devastate homes, crops, and infrastructure, leading to economic losses and making it difficult for communities to recover. Frequent natural disasters also strain the province's limited resources and hamper development efforts. Moving on to number 8, we find Sultan Kudarat with a poverty incidence of 33.3%, home to around 874,000 people. Sultan Kudarat has a history of armed conflict involving insurgent groups like the Moro Islamic Liberation Front or MILF and other local armed factions. These conflicts have disrupted economic activities, displaced communities, and deterred investment, leading to instability and exacerbating poverty. The ongoing security issues have also hindered the delivery of government services and the implementation of development projects. At number 7 is Eastern Samar. This province has a poverty incidence of 35.6% and a population of 497,000. Eastern Samar is located in the Eastern Visayas region, which is highly prone to natural disasters, particularly typhoons. The province lies along the typhoon belt, making it one of the most disaster-prone areas in the country. Frequent typhoons, floods, and storm surges cause significant damage to infrastructure, homes, and agricultural lands, leading to economic losses and pushing families farther into poverty. Number 6 is Samar, with a poverty incidence of 35.8%, with a population of 815,000 residents. Aside of being highly vulnerable to natural disasters, particularly typhoons, summer's geographic isolation and challenging terrain contribute to its underdeveloped infrastructure. Many parts of the province are difficult to access, especially during the rainy season when roads become impassable. The lack of infrastructure, including transportation networks, bridges, and ports, hampers economic growth by making it difficult for residents to access markets, education, healthcare, and other essential services. Coming in at number 5 is Davao Oriental. This province has a poverty incidence of 38.9% and a population of about 596,000. Economy of Davao Oriental is highly dependable on agriculture, with many residents relying on farming, fishing, and forestry for their livelihoods. However, agricultural productivity in the province is often low due to several factors, including outdated farming techniques, lack of access to modern technology, limited irrigation, and vulnerability to pests and diseases. The reliance on agriculture, which provides low and unstable incomes, contributes to widespread poverty in the province. Number 4 is Zamboanga del Norte, which also has a poverty incidence of 38.9%, with a much larger population of 1.8 million. Zamboanga del Norte is one of the most remote provinces in the Philippines, with many areas that are geographically isolated. The province suffers from underdeveloped infrastructure, including inadequate roads, bridges, and ports, which hinders economic growth. Poor infrastructure limits access to markets, education, healthcare, and other essential services, making it difficult for residents to improve their economic conditions. This isolation also raises the costs of goods and services, further exacerbating poverty. At number 3, we have Maguindanao, with a poverty incidence of 41.2%. This province is home to approximately 1.7 million people. Aside of being one of the most conflict-affected areas in the Philippines, with a long history of armed conflicts, the province has faced significant governance challenges, including corruption, inefficiencies in local government, and limited capacity to deliver services. Political instability, coupled with the dominance of powerful clans, has resulted in poor implementation of development programs and limited access to basic services for many residents. Weak governance exacerbates social inequalities and hinders efforts to reduce poverty. Number 2 on our list is Basilan, which has a staggering poverty incidence of 46.9%. With a population of 576,000, Basilan has been significantly affected by armed conflict and insurgency, particularly involving the Abu Sayyaf group and other militant organizations. The ongoing violence and instability disrupt economic activities, displace communities, and deter investment. This environment of insecurity hinders development efforts and contributes to the persistence of poverty. And finally, the province with the highest poverty incidence is Tawi-Tawi, with a poverty incidence of 50.5% and a population of 460,000. Tawi-Tawi is located in the southwestern part of the Philippines, and many areas are geographically isolated, especially in its numerous islands and remote areas. The province suffers from underdeveloped infrastructure, including inadequate roads, bridges, and ports. This isolation limits access to markets, education, healthcare, and other essential services. That's it for our countdown of the top 12 poorest provinces in the Philippines for 2024. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for you to be notified every time we upload exciting content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.